Hello everybody, it's Silvana and welcome back to the channel. It's April 1st, which means it's the first day of camp. Also means it's April Fool's Day, but we don't play like that. So I figured at the start of this video, I'm a person that likes metrics and numbers. I don't know how the rest of you feel about that, but I like to have some sort of benchmarks to work from. So I made an Excel for the editing, just because I want to see what's going on with that. So you'll see here up at the top, this is for the book total words starting, how many chapters, how many pages. You'll notice it's here on chapters it says 16, and then here on chapters it says 19. And I'll explain a little bit more why after we go over the numbers. And then below it, you'll see the chapters numbered out, how many words it started with, how many pages that was, and then a spot for the ending counts. I don't suspect on most of these chapters, these numbers and page counts to change too much, but it is editing, so you never know. Let's go over some of the oddities with this. Let's start with, which goes into why the chapter numbers are weird. Chapter 2 has no numbers. Now, obviously, there is a chapter 2 currently to my book. If you saw the update, I spoke a bit about when I was editing, or I may not have, and meant to. Either way, when I was rereading and redlining in preparation to edit, I noticed that there was some information that needed to be given about more of her background, the main character's background, that wasn't there. And so I was going to have to add a whole new chapter 2. So I have the book, the word formatted ready for chapter 2. But currently there's no words in there. So that's why at the start there is no words for chapter 2. Because what was chapter 2 has already been made to chapter 3 in the formatting to prepare for edit. So that's how one of those changed. There's two main characters, I guess you would say, in this novel. The girl, the heroine, and the boy, the villain. I thought I had it where the chapters here were bouncing, you know, them together, them together, them together. You're getting to meet and know everybody. Of course, everybody and their sister wants to log on to WoW right now while I'm recording. Yay. And then it would break her, him, her, him, then back together type situation over time. And I thought I had done that, and I went her, him. And his chapter was the amount of time her 2 chapters covered in 1 chapter. So, obviously, all the numbers have been fixed and all like that in the editing, in prep for editing, in the formatting, but I had to split the him chapter up. Obviously, I'll have to, do some rewriting in those 2 chapters to fix a little bit of flow. But now it does go her, him, back together, her, him, back together. Because there's things, obviously, their brother and sister, they live in the same house. There's things that's going to be happening, say, like Christmas, to the both of them. So, that chapter would be together. And then there's other things, that are happening to just her or just him. And, so I have those separate. So, in the end, and then as I was doing the numbers, I found that one of my chapters was incredibly long. I don't know how that happened. Well, I do kind of know how that happened. I didn't like that it stuck out. I mean, yeah, there's a couple chapters in here that are on the longer side, 18, 20 pages, but this was longer than that. So what I ended up doing was splitting it in half, which worked great. You can't even tell. Now, I know where it was in this mess, but you can't even tell with these numbers where it was. I will be coming back later when I'm actually done editing for the day. I haven't done anything but this stuff, making sure my formatting's right and getting my metrics set up. It's 4 in the afternoon. I will touch on that right now. I had been trying to get myself more on a morning type schedule. That, for my personal clock and what goes on in my life, just isn't happening. It's not working. I'm not going to try and force it to work. My husband works evenings and into the night and doesn't get off till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I don't end up going to bed till after he comes home from work. So I don't tend to be getting up until about noon. And I'm just going to accept that that's how that is, at least until his schedule changes. So these videos will be being written later in the afternoon, evenings, and probably go up either way late at night or the next day, which is okay because I still haven't decided if I'm doing everyday videos or if I'm just going to do a video every few days, what I'm going to do with that situation. But so going forward right now, that is where we're at. We've got numbers to look at, which I'm happy about. We're ready to edit. We got formatting going on, and I'm happy about all of that. So this is where I leave you guys for now, and I'll see you in what'll be a few seconds for you, and it'll be who knows when for me. All right, see ya. And we're back. It is 11:46 my time. I have edited all of chapter 1. Our new word count is 3,847 words. So let's put that in the Excel. 3,847. And the pages was still 13. All right, so we'll close that. So the difference between 3822 and 3847 with some quickly bad math is 25 words. Which, I mean, for editing, that's not bad. So what I'm doing with my camp, so now it's time to do the camp, to add this to my word count in camp. Because with camp and the new website, it didn't allow to set anything but words, I'm going to edit how many words I've edited, because I've had to go through the entire thing because I went crazy with tense, had to change a bunch of tense, flip stuff around. So I'm going to count it all, 3847, that's what's going in. So let's see if I can remember how to add my words. I think up here, right? All right, I did 3847. So let's update that. Told me I needed 2333 for the day. Definitely got that. Don't have any other metrics but that. So that's how this is working. Now, what I'll be doing going forward, like with this, since I have to write it, I will write it and count those words tomorrow. I'm hopeful to get this done because there's only 19 chapters total before, so I'll write this on the 2nd. If I do a chapter a day at 19 chapters, I should be done by the 20th. So then I would go back on about the 21st or so and reread to edit the writing on chapter 2. That way, yeah, it's not the 3 months. It's suggested for stuff to sit, but it's sat for a while and it does get edited. That's all updated. Let's look at camp. I took a guess at what I thought the word count was going to go to. And so that was 70,000 words because of the additions I have to make. I have already stated in my update, I know I did, but I will reiterate this here. I don't care if people see it as cheating or not. I will if I don't hit that 70,000 words, since, again, the change of the website makes it where I can't change the word count goal for editing for the project. I'm not real happy about that. If you can't tell by my voice, I will just add in whatever amount of words I need to hit the 70K once I'm all done. But I won't worry about that until the time comes. I haven't participated. There's been a lot of people doing write-ins and stuff today. Maybe because it was the first day. Maybe because I've had some personal problems the last month leading up to, well, in February I had a big change in my personal life. So I've been trying to deal with that. I'm still not 100% with that. It's nothing too untoward. Nobody died. Well, I had my brother-in-law. He did pass away, but that's a completely different kettle of fish. It's taking me some time to find my own footing again after that shift in the middle of February. So I'm not feeling the most creative or energized to write, but this is what I wanted to do this year. This is what I had on plan to do this year, and I'm not letting someone else's choices dictate what I'm doing with myself. I might have to work at it, and it might be hard, but I want to edit this. I want to edit at night. I want to write project 3 and 4 at some point this year, and if I have to force myself to do that, I will. But surprisingly, I do feel good with the work I did today. I think it's pretty solid, reads pretty good. So, as always, like, comment, subscribe, and do all the do's below. I want to thank each and every one of you that watches this stuff, or comments, or likes, or any kind of anything with my videos. I want to thank you so much. You guys are great. And as always, I hope you have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye.